everyone. Welcome to Jeff Lewis Obsessed, where we recap Jeff Lewis Live every day at 6 o'clock. I'm Sarah in Texas.
And I'm Kelly in Southern California. Hi.
Southern California. Hey, everyone. Hi, Kim. I can't see who all's already gotten on.
Hello.
What'd you think about today's show? I know we were a little bit nervous about finding out that Zach was going to be on with Jackie Schimmel, but I think they actually jobbed really well.
Thanks, Fluffy. I thought they were great together. I think
Scoot over just to hear all the comments all over your face. Scoot over. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. No, sexy. Go back, sexy.
Stop it.
Kelly is glowing. Oh my gosh.
That's sweat, but thank you. I thought
they were... work out?
No.
Oh. Why are you sweating then?
It's hot. It is so hot here. Is it hot there?
This morning, as my daughter was getting on the bus, she was like, oh my God, it feels so good, Mom. I think it was like 60 something degrees. So it actually felt really good. Hey, Chumpette, shout out.
It's, like 101 here. And it's like, I know. We have a heat spell this week, so it's really hot in my room.
Wow. Now, do y'all have air conditioning at your school? I never thought about that.
Oh, yeah. When I went to school, when I was little, and that was like in 1978 or whatever, I started school, we didn't have air conditioners, which I'm sure you probably didn't either, and you guys just survived.
Oh, I think in Houston we had air conditioning. Didn't. I don't remember ever not having it, but I really can't remember.
Yeah.
That's hotter than Uranus. Oh, Fluffy, my goodness. Leave it to Fluffy.
And I'm on antibiotics, so you know how my Uranus is feeling.
Oh, your Uranus is feeling something? What?
I think, like Jeff said, that antibiotics give you diarrhea. I feel like, I'm just real.
Oh my God, I could only dream of that. You need to mail me some of your antibiotics. Hello, everyone.
I thought you were going to ask me to mail you my diarrhea, like the story of the lady that got the poop in her mouth. But how's that happen?
First of all, I have so many questions about that. First of all, Jeff can't stand talking about his own poop, yet he loves talking about everybody else's poop and going number 2. And now he's talking about a dog going number 2, diarrhea in someone's mouth.
You know what's funny is I looked at the picture. I saw it before they told the story. I think I saw it last night or this morning or whatever.
Oh, you found a story about it?
Yes, and it's actually a woman. She has her face like this, and she has poop dripping down from her mouth. I'm like, why did you take a picture? That's why you have...
Are kidding me.
No, that's why you have some sort of poop disease, is because you took a picture with poop in your mouth.
Okay. She stopped to take a picture. It's like some of those videos that we see of like somebody beating the shit out of someone or doing a crime. And you think, oh my God, you're just standing there recording this? Like,
yeah.
If I never cease to disappoint me.
If I find the picture, I'll post it. Oh no, we're doing 2 cups, 2 chicks, 1 cup. No, not here, sir. Not here.
Oh my God. I did not know what that was till, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. Isn't that where someone poops in someone's mouth?
I never saw the video. All I heard was 2 girls, 1 cup and poop. And I was like, I'm out. No.
Okay. I think that was a trend where people would show it to you and then they'd be recording your reaction. I think my husband or our friends did that to me. And I was like, what am I watching? I couldn't even figure out what I was watching. It was so disgusting. People's fetishes, or what's the term that Zach used today?
Sexual deviant?
Kink? Yeah, but he didn't say fetish. Kink. That people's kinks. I would take a free massage as a kink over shitting in my mouth. That's disgusting.
I knew a girl that was involved with sex work, and men paid her to fart and poop in their mouth. And I swear.
Just to fart? Oh my God. What's the girl from 90 Day Fiancés? And this past summer, she earned like $1 million from farting in a cup and mailing it to people.
I could do that.
I mean, you can't even prove you did it. There's no scent or anything gross gonna be in that cup after you mail it. People are literally so dumb.
I know.
So dumb, so gross. There's so many people that are so dumb and so gross.
How do we get her?
I don't even know. How do we even get started about that? But let's chat about today's show. Zach Noe Towers and Jackie Schimmel were the guests. It had been a short minute, but since Jackie's been on, and I think we got some clarity about her unhinged attempt.
You know what?
Sound like she got a...
But like Jeff said, they're not going to tell her right away. They're still working out contract deals with everybody. I think everybody has like an October contract deal, from what I understand.
Oh, so you think this is for something that would start in October or after the October 18th deadline?
Or maybe other people aren't going to sign the contract. Maybe people aren't happy. There might be a lot of shifting. Maybe people aren't going to do the show anymore. So I think that they have her in the back pocket, and it's, and she just has to wait and be patient. And I think she knows all that. She knows that stuff.
I mean, it's not like she's a workaholic, like trying to work all the time. So she'll just take her sweet little time. If it happens, it happens. I love that her podcast, The Bitch Bible, is delayed by 2 days this week. She's probably like, I just got back from Paris. Like, I'm busy. Like, I need to and today she posted, she did do an ad today for some.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Dessert? Was it dessert?
Yeah. I think it's like the dough stuff, the uncooked, like chocolate chip cookie dough type stuff.
That you eat. Yeah. Okay.
Instagram is definitely watching us. They're deleting comments.
From who?
What, Wendy?
What's happening? I'm sorry.
Shout out Instagram.
There.
Fuckers. Do you girls like Michelle Collins? I didn't like her at all on Jeff Lewis Live.
Never listened to her.
Love's a hard word. I feel like she must have an audience, clearly. She used to have, 3 hours, which I think...
That's so crazy.
So now she's down to 2. I feel like all I know about her is that she thinks she's chubby. She said that herself. She likes to talk about her large statue. I know she's 6'1" or 2.
Yeah.
And she likes to go shopping and return shit. That's really all I can think about her.
I don't know anything about her. The times that I've turned her on.
Yes, Fluffy.
It didn't really go anywhere. And so I wasn't interested.
There's not enough content, but anyways, enough about her. So today, Jeff,
yes, she was on the View.
Rolls right out the punches talking about this story with MJ, the conversation. I think it's normal for people to talk to other people. I mean, Jeff has been involved with all of their friends from the get-go. Like, he was really welcomed by everyone, and people adore Chef Stu. And I'm sure MJ, being a really good person, she seems like a good sounding board for some advice. She seems to know and whatever. And I think she did give good advice. Besides not knowing the Prince or Harry or...
So I'm trying to...
Besides getting all that mixed up.
But her advice was, okay, so Stu's Megan and Jeff is Harry, Andrew. But...
Andrew.
Megan, I don't understand why she was being... What does Stu have to do like Megan? Like change? Was that what it is?
I think she was saying, that they have to work out some things. But to me, Megan didn't really give up anything because she actually got the Prince to say F you to England and come over to America and get away from his family. So I don't know really where she was going with that. We'll see.
Not to throw MJ under the bus, but her analogy with Cardi B and Tina Turner was a little off too. So I get it.
Oh my gosh. What is Soho? Is that a restaurant or is it a club? What is he talking about at orientation?
I know, right?
He was there last night with Hot Joe and Shane. So Shane, now that we know Jeff can clearly not ever be by himself, really.
Right.
So Shane seems to be taking over the dinners and the TV. I wasn't positive, but I really think now that Shane was talking about falling asleep at Jeff's couch. Did you kind of get that vibe?
First of all, Soho must be some sort of exclusive club. I know that he was trying to do country club. I don't know what they're called. So when he said orientation,
Monday?
That's what I thought. And I was like, okay. And then when I heard Shane tell the story, he must have fallen asleep. It sounded like he fell asleep on Jeff's sofa. But watching Dahmer, and how would Jeff know that unless, Shane could text him, but.
I think they tell each other everything. Seriously. Remember from the weekend, he was like, it sounded like Sunday morning. He was like, what time did you get home? midnight, 2 a.m. I mean, I think they do talk a lot, clearly. Jackie's hair extensions, I saw them get put in before, on her Instagram before, Shotsky says, I started getting that vibe last week that Shane is back staying at Jeff's. I didn't get a vibe that he was staying overnight, but maybe he is. And clearly he spent the night there last night.
He's back.
Oh, it's a member-only type restaurant meeting place. Okay, we have that in Houston, so I guess it's just called something different. The Oak Room at a hotel here in Houston. I'm not a member, but a friend of mine is. I think her hair extensions look really good. She must have paid a shit ton of money for that.
Well, it looked like
Ukrainian conflict-free hair.
It looks like she went to a wedding this weekend. She went to something fancy because I saw her all dressed up and she was with Andrew and stuff.
But that was back in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she got her hair extensions. Could you ever figure out, was she in Paris with Andrew and just never showing him? She was always just showing herself.
I'm not sure because I know he works and has commitments, so it made it look like she was by herself.
I don't know. I don't know if I would want to go to Paris by myself. I had no kids. I would definitely have friends to go with.
I think she likes that. That's her thing. She wants to soak it up, and she doesn't want to be bothered by other people's opinions on what they want to do. She just wants to go and do her thing. That's what I thought.
Well, that makes sense because she was definitely on the gram a whole lot. So if she was there with friends, I kind of always wondered that about Tinks. And Tinks has said it before that all of her friends are well aware that she loves her community. So they don't get perturbed when she's on Instagram a lot. But she does Instagram as much as she does TikTok. I think she got big on TikTok. Yeah. And now she's more on Instagram, but she still does TikTok also.
You know, though, it's funny because not that we are anything the size of Tinks, but just to try just to try to keep current with posting and it's there's some days where I'm like, I can't, and I find the time, but I just can't imagine for her because she does so much.
And she gets so many DMs, and she does a lot of the Ask Me Anything. She does a lot of those content things, like a lot of the Bravo accounts do, where they have to read the thing and then copy and paste it onto another. I mean, she must do 60 stories a day. I don't even know how many stories she does.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A lot. I love her, though. I'm hoping if she settles down a little, because she's been traveling a lot, that she'll come back on Jeff Lewis' show.
Yeah, she hasn't been on for a while.
Yeah, I think they're so good together. Hey, move over a little. I swear your face is all... There you go. Can't you see that? Or do you like hiding behind the comments?
Start to go like this. And then I have to remember.
I'm like, move over, hot stuff. Okay, have you ever heard of the disco balls hanging in the backyard to get owls or birds to go away?
So crazy. I went to a friend's barbecue 2 years ago in Huntington Beach, and she had CDs hanging out of the tree. And I was like, what are those for? And she said, the birds. So then when Jackie said that today, so disco balls, they used to put disco balls on the vineyards so that the crows and the birds weren't eating the grapes. So yeah, something about the light reflecting.
So the CDs would reflect. Okay, that totally makes sense. Wendy says, I wonder if Shane signed a non-disclosure. I think everyone in LA signs an NDA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Especially being his executive assistant.
Yeah.
And pretty much his right-hand man for everything.
I think he really learned that with Jenny, because Jenny tried to write that book later.
Oh, that's right. I totally remember that.
What was the name of that book?
He did give Shane... Huh?
What was the name of that book?
It was actually a cute title. I
can't remember.
It was a cute title, though. Anybody remember that? Put in comments if you do. By the way, if you ever have a question, just hit the question button at the bottom. Yeah, what was that? I really do. I mean, I don't know. I do love listening to Juicy Scoop podcast of Heather McDonald's because Jenny wrote the intro rap to it. And I just love hearing her voice. She just always seemed to love rapping and enjoy it, especially at all the kids' birthday parties and stuff. So it was just so cute.
I know.
But I think that ship has sailed. Even though Jeff, for the last probably 2 months, was kind of mentioning the idea of getting back together with other people, he seems on a different path now. What do you feel?
He up and down, just like the relationship, up and down, peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys.
Yeah. I just can't tell. What did you think he felt like today? I just can't tell. He didn't really say a ton about Chef Stu.
But he still brought him up. So it's like, if you're really trying to be on pause, you would not keep bringing somebody up, let alone put them in your promo. But
yes,
I thought that it was just a fun show. And I think he was just in a good place. He probably wants to laugh, not take things seriously. And I think Jackie and Zach are great for that. So.
Yeah, I did hear Zach, who's only like 38, say something about, he's on a pause. And I'm like, back off, Zach. Like, don't even joke about that. My heart cannot take another man yet. And it definitely can't take it being Zach, because I love Zach and I just can't.
Is that what you thought?
To the no.
Is that what you thought?
I don't think, no, I think he was totally joking. I'm just saying I can't take it. Like, my brain cannot even go there. Like, it just can't.
Oh, and I don't think Jeff wants to. I think Jeff knows.
Well, and I don't think he's his type at all.
Someone says, I think
physically.
That story must have been Krista. I don't know what that one's
Somebody DM'd me and thought it was Paige Davis.
Oh, about the story about the rope person.
Yes. The thing that confused me is because I know personally that Paige Davis sleeps in really late. And so when the person was texting Jeff, giving him her information, saying that she didn't actually get out, she got brought back to the restaurant, then I figured it probably wasn't Paige Davis, because she probably wasn't even awake at that time.
I mean,
like, she really sleeps in late.
It could be Monica. It could be Shane under disguise as a female. It could be Doug.
I thought it could be the lady that he talked about being his employee recently that did that scam story where they tried to take her with the van. Is she single? Maybe it was her. A lot of you think it was Paige. So maybe it was Paige, and maybe she was awake texting him.
I was trying to think, what would I do in that situation? First of all, I don't think I would be in that situation, but I've done some stupid stuff, so I'm not going to pretend like I haven't.
Haven't we all?
But I don't even I wouldn't even ask, like, why is that rope here? I would have just been like, let me out now.
I don't even know what I would do. I have so many questions, like, how old were they? How old is the woman? What kind of car? Does he seem established? Does he have a life? Finding out that he was divorced. What?
Was he cute?
Yeah. Well, he did say, I think they did say he was successful. So but people are sly, and, you learn all about these people's secret life.
Mm-hmm.
And, we talked about Bill Cosby last night. People can be successful on the outside and be a freaking monster on the inside. So you never know, I guess.
Scary.
Speaking of monsters on the inside, Dahmer. I agree. I'm sort of over it. We need to stop talking about this Jeffrey Dahmer thing. I think it's freaky. I think it's so dark. And I think it's just putting Jeff in the mood of, like, all this bad shit can happen. And as we know it can, I think he needs to focus on positive, happy, light things right now.
I know. I'm trying to think
Jen Green. I guess it could have been Jen Green.
I just don't see her doing that, though. She seems like she's super careful.
I think Jen Green is a producer, and I just don't feel like she'd even put herself in that situation.
But they did talk about her being able to research to see what his past was. And so that was like a Jen producer thing to do.
Yeah.
I love Jeffrey Dahmer, like a son, I guess. And
you love what?
I'm just kidding. I was trying to be sarcastic.
I'm reading comments, but then I heard you say that. I'm like, what did she just say?
I love serial killers and horror, but I also understand that if I'm watching that continuously and it's making me feel super anxious, that maybe I need to take a break and watch The Housewives.
Yeah, like something light and airy. I know when my kids were little, they all love scary movies, and my husband loves watching it with them. But when they were little, even though they would agree to watch it, they would ask to watch like SpongeBob, something light and airy before they go to bed.
Clean the palate.
It's almost like smelling coffee grinds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
when you're smelling candles. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't want Jeffrey Dahmer to be my son. I was just being silly. It didn't go over well. Sorry.
I was like, what? Michelle, Jeff needs to work on Jeff. He does. He's been working on himself. I don't know that it's working.
It is. He was way worse before.
Yeah.
He was way worse before.
What did you think of Hot Joe texting him saying, like, You've had so much growth since the last 12 months since I've met you.
I think that is like a passive aggressive, that's a backhanded compliment, right? That I think if somebody said that, I'd be like, in fact, somebody said that to me the other day.
You'd be like, well, I think that's how Jeff took it. How shitty was I a year ago? Like, what are you trying to tell me?
There was this one teacher I just saw, and I hadn't seen her for a few years because I was on a medical leave. And when I saw her for the first time, she goes, oh, you found yourself. And I was like, oh, hi. And then I walked away, and I was like, what was that supposed to mean? It's like the same sort of thing. It's like, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah, asshole.
Bitch.
Biatch.
But I think he has grown a lot.
Ooh, that's a good question. Was there couples therapy today? You know, apparently they had it last Tuesday, and Jeff never said they were having it. He always tells us everything. I don't feel like he meant to not tell us or talk about couples therapy. It usually seems to be on a Friday. I think it just happened to be on Tuesday last week, probably for scheduling. I think he just ran out of time to tell us.
I don't think you would
think at this point, if they were going to couples therapy, I believe Jeff would tell us. I don't know. I can't make heads or tails of it all.
I'm going to say that if you're on a pause with somebody and you're saying you're on a pause with somebody to a bunch of people, then you probably are not going to therapy with them at that moment.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That would just stir everything up, and then you'd be like,
Well, we don't get to hear from Chef Stu, so we don't know where his brain's at as far as what he's even thinking.
Yeah, all we know is that he unfollowed him and then followed him again.
Yeah, so we don't know any of that. Just Gage, inappropriate, unprofessional. I don't remember things she said about Gage, but maybe in the past. Is that what you mean, Fluffy? I don't know what you mean. What did you think about this sweatsuit? $600 to sweat all your toxins out, and what are these crystals doing? Going up your ass, like amethyst up your ass?
I know. I was like, okay, so you have like a onesie, like those onesies that you put a baby in, but then at some bright person said, let me put a bunch of sharp ass crystals and charcoal in there so you can lay on it. First of all, I don't want to be hot. Second of all, I want to be able to move and have all my limbs free in case I have to get out of a situation. Third, I don't want to be laying on crystals and charcoal. Why?
And underneath that, inside of that, she's wearing one of those sweatsuits.
What's
like
that?
those, remember those things from like the 80s and the 90s? It's like a garbage bag.
I don't think, I've never been a believer in saunas. I sweat so much as it is. I would never even need to go to a sauna. I don't understand any of that hooey. I think she's probably trying to lose 10 pounds overnight.
Yeah, it sounds like that would do it, right? Especially if you've had like salt or something. If you've had salty foods, maybe.
Yes,
I love sitting in the sauna at the gym after I work out because I'm not a big sweater. So hello. Shout out to Stu. How are you? We love you.
We're all hoping you're doing good.
Yeah.
I'm not a sweaty person. I mean, I am a sweaty person, but I don't like to sweat. So.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the story about the Jackie and her boobs being massaged? And did you hear Jeff go? He goes, well, they're nice. He was talking about Jackie's boobs. So he must have seen them before. You know how he likes boobies.
Yeah. What time is y'all's time? I know, I get all flustered when Stu gets on. I get all flustered.
Poopy pivot.
Hi, Stu. A poopy pivot? Yeah, for sure.
Can I tell you a story, though? Can I tell you a quick story?
Yes.
So, did you know that crows are related to ravens? They're all in the same family. Ravens have become so violent in the UK that they attack cows and sheep babies and poke out their eyes.
Why?
To eat them and kill them. That's how they start. Isn't that not crazy? They never used to do this before, and it's a new phenomenon in the last 100 years.
Ew.
It's really dark tonight. It's dark tonight. Ravens do remember faces. Whenever Mateo goes outside, they start squawking. Are you listening?
I am.
She's not listening.
That sounds disgusting. Not as disgusting as the diarrhea from the dog going in the lady's face and in the mouth. And especially now that you tell me she took a picture of herself and posted
I'm going to find it.
Like, I'm worried for her mental health, for one thing. Why would you do that? First of all, you've got shit in your mouth. Why would you
become
open
viral?
Your mouth?
To become viral. Well, Jeff said he sleeps with his mouth open. I just think it's really weird that a dog position its butt on your face. Your mouth just happens to be open. I think she did it on purpose. She let a dog shit in her mouth so that she could put a viral picture out.
Oh, it's like the TikTok people that do really, to me, like embarrassing stuff, and they post it, but then they have a lot of other, they get a lot of TikToks about it. Like these people, I'm not even going to talk about. Yes, I know.
It was on Daily Mail. It was on Daily Mail last night.
Ugh. Okay, what do you think about, I kind of related to this. I don't think he's mad at Mercedes. Oh, that's a good question.
I don't think he's here anymore.
Yeah, I don't think he's mad at Mercedes. I don't know if he's still here or not.
We would love for Stu to do a Q&A.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
An AMA, ask me anything. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, my God, and ask me anything. Oh, we have questions. What do you think about Shane falling asleep in bars? We know that Jeff has fallen asleep twice now in a bathtub, which can be very scary. How do you find out if they're still here? I don't know how to find that stuff out, Dina.
I don't know. Here's my thing. I've never fallen asleep anywhere other than my bed or anywhere on purpose, but I know that people do. And I always heard that if you're able to fall asleep, like in places like the bathtub or a bar, that you're severely sleep deprived. And so then you need to get some good night sleep.
Okay, now I'm thinking, because I can absolutely fall asleep anywhere. But I also feel like I'm a really good sleeper. Like, I really get good sleep, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think people think wine, I don't know if it's red wine in particular, makes people sleepy.
I definitely think wine. I think alcohol in general makes people sleepy, right? It's a depressant.
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can. Oh, it says Stu's still watching. All right, well, hey there, Stu.
Stu, go Instagram Live and tell us what's up. I think he's probably working. I don't know, 6:28 California time. Yes. Shane said he definitely had a glass of wine last night, and that's when he's on a comfortable couch, he falls asleep. So, yeah. What did you think about the promo again, the breakup, the Jackie, Jeff, Megan breakup promo?
I'm tired of it.
Just feels wrong.
Feels wrong. You know what I want them to do? They haven't done a promo.
Fluffy fell asleep under a guy.
Oh, well, that's good. They need to
How the hell does that happen, Fluffy?
Doug knows a sign. You know that one? They haven't done that one in a long time. You know how sign language is hard.
Yeah, there's so many good promos they haven't done. So why do you think they would remove? Do you think Jackie Schimmel really asked them to remove her from the app? She wouldn't have the power to do that. Do you think?
No, she's lying. Is it really removed? I'm going to go.
I meant to check after she said that.
I don't believe that it is. If it was removed, maybe I don't know. They ran out of storage. I don't know.
They can't get this shitty app to work as it is. So yeah.
There you go.
But Jeff said he's met with 3 other people as he's waiting for Sirius XM to get back with him.
He's lying. He's playing games too. He's not either. I mean, I'm sure he has, he knows what he's worth. He knows who he could go to.
Yeah.
But I think he says that stuff in the hope that maybe Sirius is also listening. And he's like, you think you're playing me, but I'm playing you.
Yeah, Marty, I definitely hope Stu stays friends with the Chomps. If they don't get back together and stay together, I just want them to be friends, because I think Jeff is so happy and light and fun and carefree when he's with Jeff. And I think we all need some of that in a partner, right? Like, Jeff takes himself very seriously. And while Stu is definitely a grown-up and mature and responsible and all that, I think I think Jeff needs a lighter partner in life. Well, and I just feel like they're so in love. I really do.
But I think also, like he said before, you know, with Gage, I think with every partner you have your positives and your negatives. But I think that he's been people before that weren't as social, that couldn't hang out by themselves at a party, that couldn't blend in really well with your friends. And so, you know, I think those are the nice parts also about their relationship.
Yeah. And
I don't know if you've ever dated
damn hot.
That too. Have you ever dated anybody that was a bump on the log?
Huh?
Have you ever dated somebody that was a bump on a log and you didn't want to bring them around? I have, and it's miserable. You're like, I'll go home. Don't even be here.
No, because I'm so outgoing and social. I can't imagine. I can't imagine wasting my time with someone like that.
I totally agree with that. Someone said you could tell Jim's on paternal leave because I know. I thought that, you know, poor Alyssa is on double time right now. She has to work over and Jameson just to keep. I was going to say Doug. What's his name? Jeff in line.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You want to talk about music?
Sure. Well, first of all, this first song, When I'm Gone by Alyssa and Katy Perry, is actually kind of funny little song because it's like when I'm gone, it's basically saying, talking about somebody's going to miss you and they are going to want you. And you're going to realize that when we're gone. It sounded better than I'm explaining it right now.
Is that the one that was saying, I want a boyfriend?
No, that was the bad one. That was the second song. The boyfriend song was by Mabel. It was a remix. And that was like, I want a boyfriend. Yeah, that one wasn't very nice. The first one was good. And then he threw in a Jeff. Why is Jeff being kept in line when Howard can talk about anything? Because it's Howard and Jeff is Jeff? I don't know. Does Howard ever make comments? I know he cusses and he says sexist stuff. That's all I ever remember about him. But does he say things that are not politically correct or very unwoke?
I don't think he does because I
don't either. I think that was Jeff's problem.
Yeah. I feel like Jeff
Howard
and Andy Cohen, they're both like a similar age, which is actually funny because Howard Stern is actually older than both of them. But I feel like Howard Stern is much more woke and accepting of all the new stuff they need to say in terminology than Jeff and even Andy Cohen. Yeah.
And Howard would not take a picture with a homeless person and then post it on Instagram.
No.
That's
and I think that's hilarious. Like, I would totally love Jeff to do that again. I think it's hilarious. I want those stories. That's what I hope from season 2. First of Hollywood House Flip, if there is one. Hopefully, there's lots more personal stuff. And I just want, I want more personal stuff. I want it more like flipping out.
When did they first start filming that? Do you remember? Because I'm wondering if they were talking about filming soon or anything.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I felt like, and we talked about this when we did the recaps of Hollywood House Flip, I always felt like it was September, October. Because, like, the first episode or two, they were definitely showing pumpkins. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did Jeff pause you, Stu? Oh, I think we know that. I don't think Jeff paused Stu. I think they paused together. Right?
Yeah. It seems like they both are trying to figure out if the other person is who they want to be with.
But my point is that I think they're going to be filming again. If it follows last year's schedule, then it would be in the fall or the winter months. Because I remember what was her name? Momo and her chunky sweaters.
Yeah,
it was called Cold California Style.
Yeah, it would be like now. Let's promote all the stuff. Jackie, although Zach didn't do a good job of it. Jackie Schimmel has the Bitch Bible podcast. She releases it every Tuesday, but this week it's going to be on Thursday. Zach Noe Towers releases Good Morning Sodomites podcast every Friday. He's also going to be headlining Wise Guys in Las Vegas for anyone. I do want to see him in a...
I know. I wish I could have seen him before. He'll come back.
Does Stu ever want kids in his future? I don't know.
I think we answered that before.
I felt like they definitely asked him. Somebody in comments definitely asked him at one of the Instagram lives at Jeff's house.
Right.
Where he was what did he cook? Something from the cookbook. We haven't heard
the shrimp thing that Zoila got sick on.
Yes.
Shrimp pasta, something.
Yeah, something like that. And I was unsure. I felt like he just didn't really answer the question. I don't know if he wants kids or not.
I don't know. I haven't heard
But that's also when Jeff was in the middle of the embryo, it was kind of around that time, or maybe it had just not been successful. So all the emotions of going through that and your partner and,
What do you mean? You're getting comments deleted right now on our live?
How do y'all understand that? I'm getting comments deleted too right now here.
Yeah, because was that Wendy that was trying to tell us that? I've never heard of that. Like you make a comment and it gets deleted. I'm not deleting anything.
I wouldn't even know how to delete those comments.
What is it that you said? I guess you can't say.
Nobody said anything bad though, right? I'm just doing a test comment. I have no idea. I tried to post
it and it won't. Okay, let me try.
I just did
I'll say
test.
Something not nice.
No, don't not say something not nice.
Why? Oh, it won't let me. It said edit your comment. I just was going to say you suck buttholes. That wasn't that bad, but it wouldn't let me.
Oh, so I've been on Doug's Instagram on his cooking kits before, and while I didn't say anything bad, because they pick up the weirdest comments, and like early on in Instagram, I got in trouble with Instagram Lives because I said Lenore the whore, which I was talking about what? Don't say it.
Yeah, you're going to get in trouble again.
Anyways, and so they pick up on that comment, the WH word, and think I'm talking bad about and bullying somebody, and I'm not. Oh, welcome, Revolutionary Lemonade Stand. What a name. Gotta
We're here Monday
Instagram name is all about.
We're here Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Central. Is that what you are?
Yes.
Okay, Central, yeah.
To recap Jeff Lewis Live.
I think Instagram is a temperamental baby, and you never know when it's gonna work right or not. That's my interpretation. Yeah. It's inconsistent.
Yeah. Well, we usually try to keep this to 30 minutes. We went to 38, not bad. And our recaps will be, the replays are available. It's way more fun to join live. That way we can see your comments, see what you're thinking, see where your brain's at. Everyone has an opinion. We don't, everyone can have their own opinion about Jeff Lewis. So we definitely love that. But make it known, we love Chef Stew. So we're always clear about that. You've listened to most every Jeff show. Well, welcome. You're in the right place if you love Jeff Lewis Live.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then the replays are posted on our YouTube channel. Everything is Jeff Lewis Obsessed. And where else? My brain went blank.
Anchor?
If I get it on the app, then we do that on Spotify as a podcast. And then, of course, on both of our Instagrams, the replays air.
Yeah. Yes.
We will see you tomorrow.
Poopy pivot, everybody.
Poopy pivot.